Good morning, fam. What's going on? You know what it is? You know where we're at. But what we're here to talk about today is I want to talk about nutrition. One of my followers on YouTube asked me to put together a video of the things that I eat during the course of a day. So while I'm doing that, I want to talk about a conversation that I was having with another one of my members about nutrition. And I'm going to be moving around a little bit, so I might not be always in front of the camera, but just to show this. So this is my smoothie that I've made this morning, and I use this to snack on for the rest of the day. So this will be my in-between meals. I've had the remainder of my smoothie that I fixed yesterday for breakfast. So that was my breakfast. My smoothies are about 420 calories. So I probably had a third of that, about this much. So 420 divided by 3, you do the math. So that was my breakfast. I had that and I took my vitamins. So now I'm about to make me a bacon, egg, and cheese. No, I'm sorry, not a bacon, egg, and cheese. A bacon cheeseburger on a keto bun. So I already got my bacon and my burgers prepared from last night. So I got those in the microwave. So I'm just going to throw those back in the microwave on top of the container to heat those up. So my burger, my one strip of bacon cut in twos. I'm going to throw that in the microwave to heat up. Get my bread. So these are my keto buns. They're only 70 calories per bun. And I think the brand is Arnold. So get me one keto bun. Okay, so while I'm doing all of that, so the conversation that I was having with a client yesterday about weight loss and nutrition, you hear a lot of different fad diets from keto to Atkins to whatever other fad diet that you can come up with. And I say they're fad diets because they're not sustainable. But any diet or nutrition plan that you come up with that allows for weight loss, where you lose weight, all of those diets have one thing in common: a caloric deficit. Basically, you're eating less and burning more. So as long as you have a caloric deficit, you can eat whatever you want to eat and still lose weight. Now that only applies for a caloric deficit. You know that you can eat too much of the wrong foods and it can give you type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, clogged arteries, things of that nature. So you don't want to do that. So, okay, hold on. Let me get back to this burger. So I put a little bit of pimento cheese spread on the bottom bun of my burger. And this is palmetto pimento cheese, and this is the pepper jack. So it's 130 calories for 2 tablespoons. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much of this I put on my bun, but there's my bun with the pimento spread on it. So we're going to say I got 130 calories of it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it 100. Maybe the next time I do that, I can measure it. I'll measure it for you guys. But right now, not the case. So I'm going to get my lettuce and tomato. Oh, my apple. Okay. So back to what I was saying. A keto diet. If you've ever heard of a keto diet, if you're familiar with that, that's where you don't eat any carbs. And I think that when they're saying no carbs, they're saying no starches, really, like breads, rices, or pastas, because fruits and vegetables are also carbs too. But anyway, so with a keto diet, you don't eat any carbs, and you eat high portions of fat. And if I'm understanding the premise correctly, that you do this to teach your body to burn off your body fat. So okay, that's a good thing that you're teaching your body to burn off your body fat. But by ingesting all of that fat, I can't imagine what that's gonna do to your arteries. I can't imagine what that's gonna do to your cholesterol levels. Um, so that wouldn't be anything that I would be interested in doing at all. And then, from everybody that I've spoken to that does the keto diet, they refer to this thing as the keto flu. So for the first 2 weeks of being on a keto diet, you're in a state of just being miserable. Don't feel well. You actually feel sick. I don't want that. So that would be a reason for me not to do the keto diet. So Atkins, I'm not very familiar with the Atkins diet, so I'm not going to do a lot of speaking on that. But what I do know, what I understand to be the truth beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it doesn't matter what type of nutrition plan that you're on. If you're on a plan that allows you to lose weight, then you have to consume less calories than what you were consuming when you put the weight on. So a simple way that we do that is we reduce your caloric intake by 200 calories a day. So if you do that for 5 days, you have 1,000 calorie deficit for the week, for 5 days of that week. And we're just using those nice round numbers to keep everything even and simple. So if you have 1,000 calorie deficit for a week, a pound of body fat is 3,500 calories. So if you have a 500 weekly caloric deficit from just your nutrition, that's going to give you one, two, okay, I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. So if you have a 500 calorie deficit from just your nutrition, giving you 1,000 calorie deficit for the week. Now let's add to that where we decide that we're going to do an additional 200 calories burning on a piece of cardio equipment, like let's say a treadmill. So you get on a treadmill and you walk until you burn 200 calories. So now you have a 2,000 calorie deficit for 5 days, and a pound of body fat is 3,500 calories. So if you do that for 2 weeks, if you just do that simple thing for 2 weeks, you've lost a pound already, a little over a pound actually. And you didn't drastically change your lifestyle. You reduced your caloric intake by just 200 calories. And let me tell you how easy it is to reduce your caloric intake by just 200 calories. I drink a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi for 16 ounces might be 160 calories. For a 21 ounce, I think it might be 210. So if you just didn't drink one drink a day and walked on a treadmill at a moderate pace for 30 to 45 minutes a day, you can do that. In 2 weeks, you lose a pound, a little over a pound, with no drastic change. Why is it so hard for people to understand the simplicity of that, but would rather jump on a keto diet? where you're going to be sick and you're going to ingest insane amounts of fat. That just never made sense to me. Okay, I don't get it. I really don't. So weight loss is very, very simple. Okay, so there, in another part of the conversation that I was having with my client, with my folk, I have this saying: we either earn it or burn it. And what I mean by that is we know the holidays come up, special events come up. A college roommate, may be coming home, or an old high school friend may be coming home you haven't seen in years. They give you a call on Sunday and say, they're going to be coming in this Saturday coming, and they want to hang out. So you know that they're going to want to go out to a restaurant or a bar or something of that nature. So you know that if you're going out to a restaurant, a sit down restaurant, your dish, your main dish by itself may be around, let's say, 2,000 calories. And then if you have a couple of cocktails behind it, let's say another 3,000 calories. Okay. I'm sorry, another 1,000 calories, giving you 3,000 calories total. If you know that's going to happen, the same format that we just used, decrease your caloric intake by 200 calories, increase your activity. That's ready for that burger right there. That's ready for that bun right there. So increase your activity by another 200 calories to give you 2,000 calories on top of what you were already doing. You've made room for that meal and those cocktails that you're going to have with your classmate. So now you might have 1,000 calories left over, but that's just 1,000 calories you have left over that you can easily do the same thing the following week. Just slightly decrease your caloric intake and slightly increase your activity to burn those 1,000 calories off. You took control of that situation and you still enjoyed your time with your friend at a restaurant that you enjoy being at, having the drinks that you enjoy drinking. And it's guilt-free. You're not guilty. You don't feel guilty because of that, because you went into it with a plan. That's all this is. That's all this is. It requires just a little bit of thought, a little bit of planning, and getting on top of it and taking control. None of us want to feel like we don't have control, because when we don't have control, we feel helpless like the little kids we were. Nobody wants to feel that way. So, fam, hold on. Take control of your lives. Take control. One moment. So that's my burger and my apples. One of my clients gave me an apple slicer. Oh, it's a godsend. Okay. So I'm about to enjoy this. But before I go, it's about control. Take control of your lives. Nobody wants to feel helpless with no control over what's going on in their life. And it's just a matter of making your mind up to take control of your life, take control of your health, put your own well-being in your own hands. Well, like I said, you know who it is, you know where we're at, and as always, make today and every chain off the chain. as always, make today and every day off the chain. And sometimes you may need to think outside the box. Peace.